burnout trophy? Where's that best burnout trophy?
Let's hear it, Justin.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient, and soon it can all be worth it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to, hold on. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Justin Smith channel. In today's YouTube video, I don't know if y'all recognize this truck. We threw some 4-inch spacers on it a while back, so we're going to talk about the lift setup and everything on this Silverado. It's a 2012 Silverado extended cab, and it has 24x14s and 305s, and it has 4-inch wheel spacers on it. But the truck only has 2-inch wheel spacers in the front and 4-inch in the rear, but we're going to explain that. So the truck has the 4-inch Bora wheel spacers in the rear. They are hub-centric wheel spacers, one of the sponsors here on the YouTube channel. And we've had great look out of those. We probably put a couple thousand miles on it already with those 4-inch wheel spacers, no issues whatsoever. But on the front, we're only running a 2-inch wheel spacer. And the reason behind that is the truck does have a 5-inch rough country lift. So on the rough country lift kits, it does move the track width out, like away from the truck. It widens the track width with the drop down control arms, and the way that the spindles are designed, and just the way that the lift kit is designed, it raises the track width. Right here it has the CV spacers. So the thickness of those CV spacers is how much wider the track width of the truck becomes. So in order to make the rear match the front, you run a bigger spacer in the rear. So this is kind of like having, say you could take a Silverado and lift it 5 inches without changing the track width, which they do actually make a kit that does that. But anyway, this is like taking a Silverado, lifting it up 5 inches. It is stock in the rear, so it's a little bit lower in the rear. Taking a stock Silverado, lifting it up 5 inches, and then putting 24x14s and 4-inch spacers all the way around. So even though it does only have 2-inch spacers in the front, it has the 4-inch spacers in the rear. And as you can see, it's, you know, the same thickness all the way around. So we done a video on this before we had the wheels on. And a funny thing is we're still waiting on the wheel. So right here actually is the 4th one. Let's see if I can flip this thing up. So I'll show you the reason behind this truck having one stock wheel on there. So look at the difference. Now this is a stock wheel with a 4-inch spacer. So right here, he actually hit a pothole and it literally blew the wheel apart. So we're still waiting on that wheel. We haven't got that in yet. But another thing that I want to show you that I thought was really cool with this wheel braking, obviously there's nothing cool about the wheel braking, but this tire, I know a lot of people complain and they're scared to run stretch tires. This tire literally, the wheel completely broke in half pretty much. I mean, that's literally probably a 17 or 18 inch long crack, if not more. The wheel is completely bent out, and this tire is completely beaded everywhere that it's not bent. So obviously the tire's not beaded right there because the rim is completely bent out. But this tire stayed on the bead, both sides, no issues. And I feel like, to me, that shows you how strong this bead is. Now obviously if you're running a little bit low on tire pressure, and these are even with cheap street tires, but if you're running a little bit low on tire pressure and you were to hit a bump like this or do some damage like this, it would probably completely debead. But as long as you're running the proper tire pressure, you really don't have to worry about your tire debeading, or at least these tires he's not had an issue with. We've had these on the truck for over 2 years, and until he hit the pothole, there was never an issue with the stretch tires. So with that being said, guys, I just want to make a quick update video. I know it's been 10 days since I made a video, so we have updates on our 6.0 coming soon, but we ended up throwing these 3 wheels on because we hosted a truck meet for my friend Brayden, who has cerebral palsy and he's in a wheelchair. So he loves trucks, and he has a truck, a very badass truck, as a very badass truck himself. And we've done quite a few things to Brayden's truck on the channel, so if you're aware of that. So that's pretty much all for today's video. I want to show you guys this truck with the 14 wides and 4-inch spacers, because I know whenever I threw the 4-inch spacers on with the stocks, a lot of people were excited to see it with the 24x14s on. So I just want to show it to you all. But also, I'm about to roll some footage from the truck meet that we hosted. We had over 100 trucks out, and we raised a lot of money that's going to get donated to a cerebral palsy foundation. And we're going to continue doing these annually. So we're probably going to do one in the spring and one in the fall, you know, at the beginning of the year and then the end of the year. Or we may just do one per year. And each time, you know, we're going to be making a huge donation from all the proceeds that come. Everything's getting donated to a cerebral palsy foundation. So huge shout out to everybody that came out yesterday. We had trophies. We had, you know, you could go inside. We actually had a restaurant, the whole parking lot of a restaurant pretty much rented out. And we had booths, we had sponsors. It was awesome. So huge shout out to Trucks and Waters as well for coming out. He lives like an hour or so away, and he came up, I guess it would be if he's in Tennessee. Yeah, so he came up and came up here to Kentucky, one of my really good buddies, and he made a YouTube video as well. I'm pretty sure I seen him filming with his GoPro, so he'll probably have a YouTube video with some better coverage, because I was actually the main one working and running it and organizing it and advertising it and all of that stuff. So whenever I got there, I had to fill out all the index cards, and I was one of the judges, and I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off, to say the least. So I didn't get a whole lot of footage, but we got a couple burnouts at the end, and we got a few shots of the booth and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw up that footage, guys. But again, huge shout out to everybody that showed up to the truck meet yesterday. I really appreciate all the support, and Brayden absolutely loved it. He had an amazing time. So again, huge shout out to everybody that came. Always remember, everybody starts out as nobody. I'll see you in the next YouTube video, and enjoy these clips, and check out also on Instagram. I posted some stuff as well, and we're gonna get a Facebook page going for this also. So stay tuned for the Instagram page. I'll try to mention that in one of my next videos, but we've got some 6.0 content coming very soon. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fake, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.